This FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
But when you have disagreements, there are fora, any media through which I can seek redress. So you don't take Niesi or court honum into another arena and then try to answer and cure whatever perceived error you think was occasioned in the judiciary. You say, oh, the Kobe you can address it. And yes, my understanding is that if you have any grievances, whether FR or processes, court nankasa more going to address them. Oh, now the M says we are having extra judicial resolution of issues, and so extra legal and judicial resolution is say me wo masembia me feel say judiciary no ntimi ndi masemni ntima me mfambra another court yet a friend public opinion court another court of public opinion. But the funny thing is that court of public opinion is way inferior to the court of law. They did the obey, but at the end of the day, whatever is decided at the court of law, court of public opinion, they can buy you some sympathy if some cry, then it can procure for you some sympathy for a short period of time until the decision or the opinion of the court ankasa comes. And once that comes, it dwarfs any other opinion that was expressed anywhere else. Any other forum, and our opinions expressed in any other forum, way insignificant. Now, Chairman, yenka the specifics of near Abbey. Nedi can over Jakpa, wanyadi. Near Echoes, Chairman, I mean, nobody would tell me, say, he didn't plan it, or she done, or yeah. And Casey has been going on since 2021. I'm starting here, He even refused to file a defense. At some point, there was even a bench warrant issued for his arrest because no time court. Yes. Oh, Chairman, we share the chronology of events in court now. It is telling. And anytime I say, if you have who assembly car. Look, it is not by recording your conversation with the Attorney General Nebebwa. I'll come to the indiscretion of the Attorney General himself. Because, Chairman, if you are dealing with an accused, you should be, mindful or measured in the way you engage him. Especially who said this is somebody who is unwilling to open his defense, he keeps dodging court and so on. Or he even had to leave his lawyer of his services, one Thomas Obin. Or Pamino Ekofa Robai. What do I say? Now, my issue is Chairman, this is an incidental matter and an issue to the proceedings in court. How does that change? Because Mati said they've closed their cases. And yes, sir. The Attorney General is closed. And in Yawake, Chairman, how that the Attorney General presented? It has no effect whatsoever. That the Attorney General, do you see here? Secondly, the question I'm is how come to the ethics of the conduct of the Attorney General? But before then, I just want to concentrate a bit on Mr. Jakpa. I say who said was the case of the Attorney General built around the testimony of Jakpa? The answer is certainly no. He did not build his case around the testimony of Mr. Jakpa to the extent that Obetimaka said, who's key testimony in the Bebuami? And the supposed claims there is evidence. Actually, he was being coached or coerced. The word they are using now is being coerced. Obi had a voluntary conversation, a willing participant in the conversation. I didn't coercion. How can having a voluntary, willing conversation with Obi? You are discussing, all of a sudden that turns out to be, say, he was coerced to give a certain skill testimony. And tape now, because that's the basis for these claims. Chairman tape no, she knew there's nothing. Unless
are you sure?
Tape, but if a tape now, your boy and run, there is nowhere in that tape. I heard the Attorney General telling Mr. Jakpa, Ugo court na ko kase ni say. All you heard was I will not do it the way you want me. I will not agree to do it the way you want me to do it. I will be dishonest. But nobody heard what the Attorney General was telling him to do. Because the Attorney General say, okay, then this is what the Attorney General said. And this was his response. But it is in response now is what we kept listening to. But the Attorney General that warranted and merited in response no obianti. So you cannot say because he said I won't do it the way you want me to do it. No, for all you know, it could be anything else. Chairman, it could be anything else. It couldn't, in fact, for all you know, and not necessarily in the testimony. It could be something else. But until Obi is able to play the voice of Godfrey Dami, say, I want you to submit your testimony in this fashion. Then the response follows. Eka say, I won't do it the way you want me. Then we know there is a correlation. But you cannot expect me to magically assume the response was to a certain question, a certain commenter. The Abraminti is our commenting here.
This FM 104.3. Good to meet you.